What is going on, folks? Will Turban here. Fake Mike. Real news. Leave that
No.
bitch there. What's going on, guys? How we doing? We got a pimp named Night Spider out here with us. What's going on, guys? Share the feed. Share the feed. Share the feed. Now, some of you guys probably already know Spider is. Some of you don't. So, Spider, tell people about yourself, man.
I don't know. I'm like a jack of all trades, and shit. How would I start this? I'm anti-government. Yeah, I proper hate the government. But I think we need some kind of government. Like, like how would I put it? If we were all mates, then we govern our own relationship, and we have certain protocols and code in that. Code. That's what I'm looking for. But the government we've got is pure wank, and so I go into corruption, I expose corruption in that, and I start like all my videos in that. I do I source my research from like government regulated fucking websites and that, so like my videos never get taken down, and it's mad because I've studied into like all the global like disaster atomic disasters and that, and it's really bad. We've had loads of them everywhere, like all the time, for pure negligence. But anyway, I do a lot. I've done I'm doing this film script thing, like I want everybody to be involved in if they want, and I'm giving out percentages if they get involved, and I've been doing like music beats and that. We started off as music, to be fair, because it started with me and Dipsy. We made Guardians of Humanity Allegiance, but we got a copyright for Guardians of Humanity, so we had to add Allegiance into it. And then we started it with music because we were political, but we didn't think it was we were getting the point across. Like we just basic words, it was like in the midst of the internet, it was just like putting it in a scramble. So we thought, oh fuck it, it was my idea. And I thought, the government used mind control on us. Well, music's the best form of mind control, so we'll put our words into that. And then
Absolutely right.
yeah, we use the first thing we done. I got the declassified files of MK Ultra. Um, they were declassified recently, and I think it was 2008. And I put that into a song, and it got banned like within a week. Not even just a video, my whole channel, and not just my channel, the whole of like my Google servers. It said if I made another account and they found it out to be like linked to my IP, that I get banned as well. Everything.
Really?
Yeah. And the reason being was because I was fucking with the voting like structure, and they didn't mean like YouTube. They meant like people going out and voting on the government, and like because I'd named all the contractors to do with the MK Ultra and the NSA and all that. I named every contractor they had, and it was all declassified anyway. I just highlighted it, you know what I mean? And but I got unbanned because I asked for it to be reviewed, and whoever reviewed it must have been like, a good person. To be fair, you know what I mean? It's the only way I can see how it was done. But I've been doing it for a while, but I'm shit at promotion. You know what I mean? I'm shit at editing. I've only just like really got into editing, to be honest. And like got my head around it.
Well,
But
I'm glad that you're out there, man. And for people that don't know, well, first let me just go to the chat real quick and say this. First of all, we the people, thank you for liking and sharing. Macho Taco, he hit the like and shared to his friends. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Boston Metal, my main pimp. We got Jason here from Vancouver. I want to go through these comments real quick. Hola, saludos desde Baja California, Sur Mexico. What up, Francisco? Little Ghost says High Impact Flicks sent us here. Here's the deal. Here's the deal? Second of all, High Impact Flicks, thank you so much. You've covered a few of my videos, and you're the freaking man, dude. I love you. And if you just covered another one of my videos, that would be awesome. Justin Hewitt's in the house.
Sure. What have I done?
We got Big
What have I
011
done?
and Twyla. So,
Oh, I've done
and
something stupid.
we got a lot of
I
cool
can't
people
hear nothing.
in the chat. Spider, what made you become an activist? What compelled you to do such a thing?
I've done something stupid, you know. I've like, I'll be honest. I reckon you can hear me, right? But I've went to share your feeds, right? And then as soon as like I've clicked to share it, like I can't hear nothing.
That
I'm
will
gonna
happen.
go
I've
on like
had stuff like
YouTube.
that.
Oh fuck!
I have had stuff
Oh
like that
my
happen
god!
a lot. It's really bad. It's been happening for years and years and years, all the way back to like Facebook and
Ay,
Twitter
ay,
days.
ay.
Oh, I think. Can you hear me, Spidey? Maybe Spider needs to reconnect and come back
Yeah.
on there. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, he's gonna have to probably reconnect to come back on. All right. I want to show you guys some articles. Guys, there's only 14 people watching this, which is kind of weak. Let's get a little more in here. Press 1 in the chat if you guys are hearing me yesterday or watched the video where we covered the Rockefellers and what they've been up to lately. Press 1 in the chat if that's something you've been up to. Welcome back, Spider. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we've been having some problems with this whole situation here, so it's very much appreciated that you're being patient. So, Spider, as I was saying, what compelled you to become an activist and to take some nonviolent action and not just sit on the couch?
One of my friends told me years ago. Well, I used to just be into weed in my Xbox, like playing COD. I was a mundane person, really simple person. That was my life in Red Bull. And one of my mates said to me, he was like, "Oh, you know, you can get weed off the dark net and that." And I said to him, I was like, what the fuck is the dark net?" And he told me what about it and that, right, the basics, right, and then said there was an even darker side to it, right. And me being curious, you know, I'd never like bought drugs off it or nothing, but I had like a little scan of it. I thought, fucking hell, this is bad. Like this is like exactly what he's on about. This is bad. This, and then I thought, well, if this is what like the subculture of society is doing, what the fuck is the government doing? You know, and like so then I thought, oh, I'll look into that, but I never knew nothing about, like Anonymous have got like VPNs and all this crap, right? Never knew nothing about that. I was just curious in it, and like I come across some shit that basically said that in 1952, President Truman created the NSA for the purposes of monitoring all devices, terrestrial and extraterrestrial, right? And I thought, shit, you know, they probably already know, or they're going to know what I'm reading. And then for a bit, I was a bit scared, and then after a while, I'm bipolar. You know what I mean? So I have like little mind flips, and every now and then I was just like a bit like an activist in it, and then little by little, I just didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? And then the way things are going now, it's like, well, yeah, everything's locked down, COVID, mad shit going on. It's no choice. You know what I mean? There's no sitting on the fence really anymore. If you're sitting on the fence, it's because you're a fucking coward.
Yep, it's because you're a fuck. Because you're a turtle. If you're sitting up on that fence post, someone put you there, a turtle like Joe Biden. And yeah, someone saying up in the chat here, New World Order, Info Warrior, Illuminati, one love and respect. We are the new media. You know, people always tell me, the haters always tell me, oh, you're not media. You're not a journalist. You're not media. You're not a journalist. You wish you could be a journalist. Well, I never said I was a journalist ever. I always called myself an activist or revolutionary. However, everybody is a journalist. And guess what? You're absolutely right. NWO, Info, Warrior, Illuminati. We are actually journalists. Because anybody that has one of these things, you are a journalist. Welcome. And we are the new media. And we have to be the new media. You know, I might not be the best. Never said I was. Never said I was even good. But at least if I was standing there and there's a whole stadium full of people saying, F Joe Biden, F Joe Biden, I wouldn't say, it looks like they're saying, let's go, Brandon, let's go, Brandon. No, no, that's the type of people that my haters consider journalists. People that say, let's go, Brandon. People that cover up for the crimes of Jeffrey Egg Salad. People that lie about weapons of mass destruction. People that lie about the Gulf of Tonkin incident. People that lie about babies and incubators. So that's what we got over here. Auditing whales, join up, pimp. We got Manny in the chat. Yes, Zay got guap. You don't need a pound of makeup to be a journalist. Let's go, Brandon. Thank you, Ben Levi L. I try my best. Yeah, shout out to Auditing Whales, y'all. The baby pimp out there. And Night Spider, I believe you and Auditing Whales have collaborated a few times. Is that correct?
Nah, but he's pimping out the Goha, you know, he's a guardian of humanity, isn't it?
And tell me the idea behind it, because I love what you guys do over there. Auditing Hull, join up. Everybody join up. Tell people about the Guardians of Humanity, what it is, what it stands for, the inspiration, and also why you had to add the A on the end.
Well, it's like a family thing, isn't it? You know, like me and Dipsy made it because we've got, like, you know how like all the families have got coats of arms and that. Yeah. You know, like sovereignty and all that, you know, so we've got our own little sovereignty in the family, proper like, you know, the Queen that we've got in power right now. If you look into history, they're not even like fucking royalty. You know what I mean? They come from slaves. They killed the royals to get into power, and like a lot of their mottos come from royalty, but ain't they're fucking royalty. You know what I mean? And like, yeah. So anyway, so we put a lot of our family shit into it, and like I suppose with our family, right? Yeah, it's part of man that things turn bad, I suppose. But like we look into the good side of it, you know what I mean? And we're like, yeah, we're gonna stand up for what's good. So a lot of it, they're probably going against, like, you know, our modern family fucking values and that. But you know, fuck them, innit? You know what I mean? The way I look at it is, it's my values that matter. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, and they're good values. You know what I mean? Like, some of my family is probably bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, you know, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm trying to be modest in it and trying to hide away. But you know, I look into my genetics and my family and that, and in history, some of them are proper fucking bad, and I think, wow, you're like my arch enemies. You know what I mean? Like distant fucking cousins and that. It's bad, you know.
And guys, we're joined by two of my favorite pimps in the world, We the People and Auditing Hull. And now you guys this is the first time here on my stream. And so we're going to do ladies first, even though it's a lady and a gentleman. We the People, welcome to the stream. How's it going today?
Sir, it's been a long day. We're just chilling out now. Richard, do you want to come here?
I gotta put shirt on. I put a little of my paint.
He was finishing up some housework.
Some painting.
You don't have to put a shirt on. Well, I mean,
what's up, dude? What's up?
We want more ratings. We want more ratings. You know, we don't get enough girls watching this.
I'm ready.
And Auditing Ho, man, you're a beast. I love your work, dude, and I'm glad we got a chance to finally chat it up. Love your channel. Everyone go support Night Spider. Everyone support We the People and Auditing Ho. Auditing Ho, welcome to the stream, man. Tell people about yourself and your activism.
Yeah, brother. Thanks for having me on. I've been ill for a few years, and I've just been watching YouTube. I've been watching a guy called Live Free. Yeah, and he's one of the biggest fish out here. He's the man. He is the goat. He is the goat in Britain. You get AB. He's good. He is good. He's got a lot of followers, more than Live Free, but Live Free is the best out there. If you haven't seen this guy, go watch him, because he is the real deal, and that's why I'm here. I watched his shit, and I've seen the brutality what he's been through. So I'm on the front line with him when I can. You know what I mean? Because like I've got arthritis, got fluid on the lung, so I get out when I can. You know what I mean? And help the cause and let people know. You know what I mean? We won't take it anymore. We're fighting for our rights back. We want them back. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that, dude. And I was the same way. I watched other activists. I watched back in the day when Alex Jones was still a good guy, and maybe he wasn't then. I don't know. But We Are Change, Luke from We Are Change. I mean, do you guys know who Luke from We Are Change is? What We Are Change is?
No.
Okay.
I can't say, dude.
Auditing, first of all, before we find out who Luke from We Are Change is, Auditing Wales, welcome. Welcome, man. This young man is a warrior. This guy is not 18 years old yet. He's not even 17 years old yet. And this guy has come through massive adversity in aluminium. And they're trying to harass and bother this guy right now, and he's not backing down. So Auditing Wales, man, you've done a great job. I'm very proud of you. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you for having me here.
And I did get some comments on our stream the other day. Me, Theo, and Auditing Wales did a stream, and it was entitled Announcing the Birth of My Grandson, because Auditing Wales is my spiritual grandson. He's my revolutionary grandson. And people actually thought I had a grandson now. You think anybody wants to have sex with me? I don't even have regular kids, let alone a grandson. So, no. But We Are Change. What is We Are Change? Now, I want everyone to go look up We Are Change on YouTube. They've changed. We Are Change, literally changed. But that's the nature of the beast. So there's this kid, Luke, and he has confronted almost everybody. He was like, I confronted everybody, right? But he's even confronted. He was the reason I started confronting people, because I saw him doing it. And so one of the first videos I saw him do was, rest in peace, David Rockefeller, God rest his beautiful soul. He had one of his many houses was in Manhattan. I think it was I forget where it was, but huge mansion in New York. And Luke waited there 6 hours outside of his house till Rockefeller came up, and he handed him, he said, in your book, and he had the book with him, on page 406, and he read the quote that I said yesterday, which is, some even believe that me and my family are part of a secret cabal working against the best interest of the United States to create a new economic world order. If that's the charge, I'm guilty and stand by that. And so he's confronted them. He's literally confronted everybody, like everybody. He confronted Kissinger. He confronted a Rothschild. I mean, this guy is the man. He has stopped doing it, but you guys definitely go check out We Are Change. And now we got another friend jumping in here, Bear Britain Auditor.
Bro,
Welcome.
What's good, boy?
Big up.
You good?
I saw you were live right before this, and I felt bad.
Hello.
Someone just Anne-Marie just put in my Discord that you were live, so I've just like abruptly shut mine down. Sent everyone, a few people over here, bro. So yeah,
thank you guys. Yeah, let's say hi to the people in the chat. Mr. S Squirrel or Mrs. Squirrel says, or Mrs. Squirrel says, they heard I had. What are we talking about? We're talking about the power structure of society. We are talking about the dynamics and interplay between government and citizenry. We are talking about the psychology that the elite uses to control and domineer us. But we're also talking about solutions, nonviolent solutions. And on this panel, I have an all-star squad of activists from all over the world. And that's one of the other things we're doing. I'm covering a few articles here. I'll put this thing back on screen so you guys can see this. Yeah, this is a great team that we're assembling right here, right? And I want to talk to the panel a little bit more because I got all this stuff. Thank you, Bear Britain, for sending these folks over to me. And guys, make sure you share all of Bear Britain's videos. Make sure you go to Auditing Wales. make sure you go to Night Spider, We the People. We got to start supporting our people, right? We got to go over there. If you can donate to these guys, donate to them. If not, share the videos, give them subscription, and just leave a comment. Just say comment for the algorithm. There's one person, I forgot off the top of my head, that Up the Cherries is in here too. What up, Up the Cherries?
Respect Up the Cherries, bro.
So,
Fact.
oh yeah, see, NWO Info Warriors putting a David. You know, I might get a copyright strike, but I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that. Hold on. I don't know if I can copy that. I'm just gonna look it up. We're gonna watch this. This is dope. So We the People, you still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
So,
here, bro.
There's a lot of new auditors coming up. We've been
Well,
noticing.
let's not talk about the new stuff. Let's talk about
Oh,
let's lay the foundation, the groundwork, because I've heard some of the stuff that's going on with you guys, but my audience has not. So why don't you tell while I'm pulling up this YouTube clip, take your time, tell the story, and whenever we're finished with that, we'll go ahead and play this dope clip. And it looks like I have a few other people trying to join the panel, and I'll see if I can scroll down and allow them to join.
Okay.
We the first time I my family's law enforcement, so I've seen all kinds of stuff, and the first time things really bothered me was I'm sitting at a light and I see a cop go code 3 U-turn into Carl's Jr. to get food, so I had the sergeant come out and we basically gave him a verbal. I could have wrote him a ticket, and that was the first time I was aware that seizure of a person, we all have that right. So that cop broke the law, and I had him in custody. I didn't really know it at the time because it was like 17. But then it moved forward, and they started telling me what actually occurred. But there were some other things that went on too. Everything culminated at the same time, and there was what was called sheepdogs. Way before the sheepdog thing, they kind of stole the acronym, but sheepdogs. You got there's an old acronym. You got 70% lambs, 25% wolves, and 5% sheepdogs. And the sheepdogs protect the lambs from the wolves. And that doesn't have nothing to do with the badge. It's just being eyes on and just watch your neighbor's house all the way to open the door to a lady, or cops getting beat up, you help them out or something, anything, help put the fire out, So, and actually, it's funny watching sheepdogs stand down during an event. They pulled all their equipment back into their facilities, and they stood down during Crimson Readiness. So that was pretty awesome of that group. But sheepdog, when they started taking that like that, then we moved into what the acronym that the police stole, which was the Thin Blue Line. And the Thin Blue Line was originally an acronym for the line that the police do not cross. You draw a line in the sand. You remember everybody knew that. Hey, draw a line in the sand, cross that. Well, we drew a line in the sand, and it was the blue line that they shouldn't cross it. And two ways, because you have law enforcement family was getting harassed by, people. Yeah, I had no idea why sometimes. So if you have a problem with the officer, deal with that officer. Don't deal with. You got a problem with the sergeant, deal with that one-on-one. So that was the Thin Blue Line. Was if you're going to talk about it, be about it. You got a problem with someone, deal with that person, because they had officers getting shot, like the wrong officers, like, they're going after this guy and they shoot the wrong guy. So all this stuff got worked out. This was in California, the 80s and 90s, right coming out of the 70s with the dancing and the partying. So, and that was right in there when the Huntington Beach riots, 30,000, 40,000 people. Have these riots occurring, and the cops would purposely jumpstart the riot, but at the same time there was females getting raped in the crowd. So it was like, weird situations we had to deal with street politics, and so all that got turned, and we coined that Thin Blue Line and the 20 feet. The 20 feet, it didn't used to be that way. It was 10 feet, but it was too non-discretionary. So we increased it to 20 feet, and the cops were supposed to leave us alone because Huntington Beach would pop off. Huntington Beach, Riverside County, Riverside Department, Glendale, Pomona PDs, South Central, all these departments that you see, Hollywood, and so you have all kinds of gang affiliates come together at one spot. You got Norteño, Sereno, South Side. It was the South Side and North Side. You got Crips and Bloods. You got green and white, red and white, black and white. But they got kicked out of California, and then there was all this came together at what was called the Orange Crush. Now that's where all the freeways come together, but it's the crush because society came together there. You had 20 lanes, you know, by 1990, you had 20 lanes going across in one section. So we moved on from the took that thin blue line and drew it in the sand really deep, you know, because and the harassment kind of stopped. We thought the whole country, we coined the term. We went from that to the Tea Party. Now that one got stole, right? You guys know. Well, I kind of gave that away, but the Tea Party is when we the inmates were getting killed and set up with gladiator fighting and bets being placed on them. So we got the Orange County Sheriff put in jail by spilling his files all over the tarmac. But the FBI was
thank you, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but thank you. I mean, what the hell? I mean, if we had 1,000 of you, you know how amazing this world would be? And that's why I love Night Spider. That's why I love this guy. That's why I love Bear Britain Audits. Well, I love We the People, auditing Wales, auditing Hull. Theo's backstage is going to be here any minute. I can only have 6 on at one time. But we're making a change. We are making a change.
Yeah, don't come. I mean, I ran Second Amendment. I'm a registered assault weapons owner out of California. I can have 2 assault weapons, 500 rounds. I'm an expunged ex-felon. The paperwork works. There's bad people in the government. They don't know who they are. When they talk about hidden enemy, they're not talking about COVID. They're talking about wolves in the perimeter, and we don't know who they are. We're fucked. So if there are good guys in the government,
domestic U.S. enemy combatant.
That's why we brought all the troops home, and then we.
Oh, can you guys hear him?
Nah, he's gone.
He's froze up.
He's crashed.
Yeah, lost them.
He's froze up. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, he was just getting going there, so that was awesome. Too bad. All right, we're gonna bring Theo on though.
Yo,
and then
can I just say something?
You can take your time to say whatever you want.
What's going on, bro? I just want to say, who's that in the corner, in the top corner up there? Wales.
AW.
Pardon?
That's my baby grandson auditing Wales.
Yeah, man. So, auditing Wales. Is that the guy who did that video?
Which one?
Got wrapped up by the sergeant.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Right, I just want to set this moment, brother. But you've got an army behind you, mate, after that video. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the sickest videos I've seen, bro. You're a young kid, you know what I mean? It was one of the worst videos I've, you know.
Shout out to my boy auditing Wales. 16-year-old kid.
Big respect.
There's grown men.
You've got an
I'm sorry to interrupt you, brother. I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's grown men yelling at a TV screen. Go Beckham. Go Tom Brady. This 16-year-old kid is out there facing up sergeants, saying, "Yo, you work for me." No, see this? I'm gonna flex my tiny right in your face, in a tyrant's face, and a tyrant is so mad. We played the video on this channel. He assaults a sick auditing us. Tell people about that. We told people about that before on the channel, but briefly tell people what auditing Hull is talking about, and then auditing Hull take control.
Yeah, I believe what he's talking about is basically I went to a little town called Merthyr Tydfil. Merthyr has a police station, not very big, and basically I was filming. An inspector came out to confront me, and that resulted. It's not even 22 seconds in, he deemed I was a terrorist, and basically was like, "Fuck you," and then. Yeah, arrested me.
Wrapped him up, man. Wrapped him up.
Yeah.
Choked him, man. Strangled him. Strangled him, man. You can hear it.
Cops, they're not working on cold cases. No. They're not working on the people that abuse children. No. Nope. But they're instead abusing children themselves. Their cops are supposed to protect abused children, but instead they're abusing children for exercising their God-given rights. Wow.
While a high-ranking chief inspector is beating up and assaulting a child, right? A big police station filled with God knows how many police that were in there. Police, people who we expect pay well to look after our most vulnerable. Instead of them saying, "Yeah, what's going on? What have you done? What have you just done?" Right? They were all laughing and giggling and going along with it. And,
Yeah, man.
They're all complicit. There is no good cop when they allow this shit to happen right in front of their face. Okay?
Yeah,
you can't just come out and say, well, I'm a good cop. I didn't do it. Oh, no, but I giggled a little bit. You know?
You're right there.
I want to ask Spider, I want to ask Bear Britton, and I want to ask Ho. Have you guys run into this? Because I'll tell you what I say. I have run into people that claim to be good cops, and they say, "Oh, I'm a good cop. I like the Second Amendment. I believe in rights. I'm against the lockdowns." And have you guys ever run into any of those cops? And if so, what has happened? How did you deal with them, or what did they say? Whoever wants to take it first.
Well, if you really want to change things, you wouldn't go into the police, would you? You know, you go into like law and politics, would you? You know what I mean? But if you go into the police, it's like being a doorman for a fucking club. You know what I mean?
Yo, my boy Night Spider's wrecking these blue liners. Wow, that's. He said if you become a cop, you're like being a foot soldier, a doorman,
minion,
shitty nightclub with beer and piss and wank all over the place. Wow, Night Spider, that's whew, you gotta write a book of poems. That's good.
I just come off the top of my head that, you know.
It was good though, bro. Keep it up.
Freestyle a book of poems.
Yeah.
Auditing Hall.
Now listen, like I don't know, man. I agree with what Theo just said there, right? But listen, do you not honestly believe that there's no good cops out there? Not one good cop.
Yeah, listen, right? There's good and bad in everyone, man. Right? We all, just as fucked up and messed up as the rest of us, right? So
I've met one good.
There are good coppers.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I think I've met one good police officer or two, right? I think there was one when I was a kid, right? Was like the community fucking officer, and if you said anything to him, it wouldn't matter what family you come from. You get your head kicked in off your parents. You know, they were that respected, but then things changed. It was like agency. You know, any police officer you meet, it's like some random fucking crazy fucker, isn't it? You know what I mean? They're just all mental. But they're like the audit in Wales thing, you know, that fucking idiot. You know, but
you want an example of a good copper in that audit in Wales example. I'll tell you, there was one. There was one that's overlooked. Right? It was a woman sergeant who took over, right, when she came over on her shift.
She was the very last one on shift.
Yeah, and when she came on, right, she thought, what the fuck, right? And she dropped all the charges and arranged for a lift to send this kid home.
Wow.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So we got to highlight the cops that do stuff like that, because that's very rare, and we need to commend them when they do stuff like that. And so I want to hear what Auditing Hull has to say, and Bear Brick can continue too. But I want to say this real quick. This is what I do, because a lot of cops will come up and they'll be like, "Oh no, it's okay. I like that. I'm a first day guy. I like what you guys do." And the cops that try to be friendly with you to get you to lower your guard and all that stuff. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? But even then, they say, "No, I'm a good guy. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in freedom." I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, really? Did you walk people to church when they were locked down and keep the churches open? Did you stand against the checkpoints? Did you speak out? Did you say, you know what, instead of arresting this person that owns a small sandwich shop, I'm going to arrest the person that opened McDonald's?" No, you didn't. So you're not a good cop. And I've had so many cops come up to me. I'll tell this one small side note right here, and I want to get to Auditing Ho. Me and Auditing America, we got detained at the NSA. We did a first audit at the NSA with Chase from the Allen Report. Me and Mr. America rolled up on the NSA on a Sunday. I jump out. I'm like, "What's going on, folks? Will Turby here behind me. Edward Snowden telling facts, trillions of dollars. NSA, boom." Couple NSA cops come up on us. They're, "What are you guys doing here?" I was like, "Hey, officer, how's it going? What's your name? What's your badge number?" I was like, "You guys took the oath to the Constitution, right?" And they're like, yeah, of course. We love that. I was like, "Well, right behind me is the biggest violation of the Fourth Amendment I've ever seen. Let's go get them, boys. Let's go round them up, book them, Dano." And they're like, "Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here." And then after that, then they pulled us over and detained us. and searched us and separated us, that was a crazy day. But the point is, even when you point out to a cop how when you go into courtrooms here in the United States, there's no Second Amendment. Then you have to go through a metal detector. Then you have to go. Some places you have to give an ID. You have to go through. Sometimes people pat you down, right? So that's a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment. I've had a number of cops tell me, yeah, that's a violation of your Fourth Amendment. I was like, okay, so let's take this shit down right now. So there is really, I've maybe met a couple good cops, and I will say this before I throw this over to Audit and Co. In the United States, there was like 3 to 5 police officers during the whole lockdown that actually said, no, we're not enforcing these laws. Mostly they were sheriffs, and sheriffs are elected here in the United States, not like the big cities. And they said, no, we're not enforcing this. This is illegal, it's unconstitutional, it's against the Constitution that we swore an oath to protect. One of the cops wasn't a sheriff. He was a veteran for the United States. And he was in his patrol car, and he was saying, this is illegal, this is against everything that the United States stands for, they can't do this. The next day he was fired. He was fired. And now, I keep saying one more thing. That's my classic line, one more thing. And now, and we don't say this on my channel, and let's try not to say the C word either, but instead of this, we say the magic wizard potion, right? So now they're trying to force all the cops to take the magic wizard potion, and the few good cops left who are free thinkers said, no, I'm not doing that. So all you have is a bunch of even worse yes men than there was before Audit and Co. Please tell me, what's your thoughts on this?
No, I just want to say a couple of things first. He's a bear.
Respect, bro.
He's a bear. I need to get your number, mate. I need to speak to you about something. So I'm gonna need to sort that out. And I just want to say to Man and Bear Soldiers, what are in the chat as well, respect out there. I've just spotted you in the chat, and no, I've just got into this game. I haven't been in it long, but and I'm a Mr. Nice Guy, to be fair. But
oh my God, hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. But I don't know if this is real or not, but I think it is because I'm getting a lot of subscribers right now. I want to say shout out, Mello, mute yourself. You're smoking too much chronic. I never thought I would say this. Guys, look, if this is true, and I really believe it's true because I'm getting a lot of subscribers, here's the deal, is the backup channel to the backup channel to the backup channel for High Impact Flicks. And High Impact Flicks, I love High Impact Flicks, and I'll tell you why. I just want to say shout out to High Impact Flicks. Find High Impact Flicks in High Impact Vlogs. Find his official website. Find him on DLive on YouTube, and check out his backup to the backup to the backup to the backup here. High Impact Flicks. Here's the deal. Right?
Listen, when you've got a backup channel, yeah, that's when you know you're doing something right. Yeah, well, that's when you know you're making noise.
We have that here at Big Mike Real News. So, guys, everyone go to subscribe to High Impact Flicks. I know there's not as many people as would be watching this one, but please go and subscribe to High Impact Flicks. Man, this guy is voluntarist like myself, and it's so funny because I'll do a video.
This guy's a legend, man.
He's an incredible legend. I'll do a video the same day, or I'll be thinking about like my take on what's going on, and High Impact Flicks already did a way better video on it. So half the time he beats me to it. So High Impact Flicks, I've been trying to get in touch with you. Me and him talk a little bit behind the scenes, but he's super busy guy, and I'm just a fanboy, so I get it. But yeah, thank you so much. Here's the deal. I love you, and I'm gonna send you another email, and we'll chat, man. I'm at your service. Anything that you need from me, take any of my videos, take my name, steal my identity, have my social security, man. I don't care. I love that guy. I love all you guys, man. That's the thing, because what I'm looking at right now on the panel is it's so funny because we had somebody call in on the show when we opened it up to haters or whatever too. They were like, "Oh, Will, you look like you're fanboying over here on your guest," and I'm like, yeah, these people that I'm talking to are amongst the smartest people in the world. The people that I was talking to, Theo's one of the smartest people I ever met, right? And then on top of it, I'm not that smart, so I respect that. But then there's other people that do their own things. that are activists, and then there's people that are speakers. And I'm like, they're gonna make documentaries about the people who I talk with. And then I sat and thought, and I'm like, they already made documentaries of plenty of my guests. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King's niece, John McAfee, John Kiriakou. They made documentaries about these people already. So I have interesting, amazing people from all over the world, and we're gonna do it. And even if we don't do it this second, I mean, Auditing Wales got all these subscribers. Auditing Hull's got all these subscribers. Bear Britain has been killing it lately, and Night Spider-Man is the man. And how many people are you guys waking up? It's exponential. So I know I took the black pill for a little bit there, guys, and I had my hair down. I was being emo, but I'm back. So we need to stick together. And one more thing I'll say, because I'm ranting and raving here, and I'm overly caffeinated, is we really, especially before it gets to wintertime, in your community, even if it's just you by yourself, you have to get out there with a sign. I don't care if it says Epstein didn't kill himself or research Tower 7, WTC 7, whatever it is, whatever you think is important and factual. Don't go out there with dragons rule the world or any of that shit. No, go out there with a dope sign and talk to people. Have flyers, have a website ready to give people, because they're censoring us on all these platforms, right? My old channel got deleted. My old Facebook got deleted. This channel's, you already know. Then I have the other channel. It happens to every one of us. Literally, I mean.
If you haven't been deleted, you're not doing it right.
Exactly. So, and I know that High Impact has been deleted and censored and had many, many strikes. And the thing is, he's so popular that it's difficult to take him down. Same thing with Ron Paul. YouTube tried to take down Ron Paul's channel. Everyone was like, that's a step too far. And they reinstated. They did the same thing to Dan Dix, but they're still shadow banned. They're not reaching new people. So in order to reach new people, you have to get out there. You either have to stand out there with a sign and protest. You got to think of, maybe I'm going to edit videos or share videos. Whatever it is, you have to do something, and you have to do it now. You're going to get some nonviolent direct action. Start confronting these people. When we have protests, we need more protests. All these healthcare workers are being forced to take a massive wizard potion right now. No religious exemption. This country was created on religious freedom. So it's pissing me off, and we have to do something, because people are going to get lazy once the winter comes. So I would implore all of our viewers here to go do something, and then tell everybody that you talk to. Share the videos, tell people. I always tell the story how I worked at Nike, bunch of people that worked there, and I'll tell every single person that worked there. And then the next week, only one person would hit me back, and he'd be like, yo, I watched that video about Tower 7, and yo, I showed my dad. That was crazy. That was real. So you got to go out there and play the law of the numbers, law of averages, and just get it out there to everybody, because time is of essence. Because although we're doing good and we're waking a lot of people up, the stuff that they're doing to us currently, Australia, it's absolutely crazy. All right.
Yeah, man. So I just did I thank the soldiers for being in the chat. To up the cherries, I put your number in my phone. I'll be ringing you tomorrow up the cherries. So, and Anne-Marie, I've got your number now, and I'm putting that in my phone as well. So I'll be ringing you tomorrow. So, I've just
put mine in the private chat for you, bro.
And
if you look in the private chat, I've just put my number in there.
Yeah, man, I will. I'll do it in a minute. So, yeah, like the NHS workers and that are going to start losing the job soon and that. And like anybody who, and had the old dibby dabby. So, yeah, they're going to start losing jobs and that in that overall work. So, it's going to be bad times here. So, if you haven't had them and then you haven't got the passport or whatever, the little ticket with the two things on, you know what I mean?
In the US, they've started firing nurses and doctors for not having the magic wizard potion.
I love the way you say that with your British accent.
That's awesome. Magic wizard potion.
Hey, can you do an American impression, Auditing Wales?
I can't.
Can you say it 10 times while rubbing your belly and go try.
I've never even been with 10.
So I want to ask you guys, what do you think is coming for us? Because I'm usually good at keeping up with what's going on, but the last 2 years has passed so quickly that it's just like one unbelievable shock after another. Like you just think it can't get worse, and then it gets like 20 times worse. Like I've been.
If I'm going to speak my mind, I think honestly, by the end of this year, I don't think activism will be free. I think was it 2030? They basically want to reduce the population by 2030. So yeah, they're gonna be popping a few over there.
Sorry, I was trying to set that up.
Listen, I think if it keeps going the way it is going, like, and there is no change, then we'll all end up falling into being communist countries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, we'll lose that many of our rights, man. That we will. We'll just all be communist countries. But I think that's what they want deep down, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're pretty much already there. I would say we're pretty much already there. Communism.
We're not far off.
Go ahead, Bear Britain. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Pim?
No, I'm saying we're not far off, bro.
I mean, we're pretty much there. I mean, here in the United States, we have Social Security. Socialism is just a different form of communism. That's socialism right there. And then you got here in the United States, you have to ask permission from the government to build a shed on your lawn, or hey, can I modify my basement? How free are you? Then you have other things about city, like the city council, the town council will say, well, the zoning laws. They're here in the U.S. They're called zoning laws. That's completely socialist right there. Zoning laws, like the government can tell you where you can build and what can go here and what can go there. And then you have the police. The police are socialized defense, right? The police. When this country started, there were no police. Our founding fathers were very outspoken about a standing army, aka redcoats, aka police. They believed in self-defense. That's why they had the 2A. The well-regulated militia is me, is Steve from across the street. It's Hector, it's Tim, it's Jamie, it's Raymond, it's everybody. We are, right? And so what happened is the first police here historically in the United States were because rich merchants in Boston wanted to have private security, which private security, why would you force taxpayers pay for that? And in the South, they were created to catch runaway slaves. So the very idea of police is socialist. I mean, literally every single thing. The fact that the Federal Reserve Bank has a monopoly on currency and has never been audited. That's one of the tenets of communism right there. That's one of the pillars. That's one of the things that they need. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Just give me any example. I mean, literally, if you want to make it even more extreme, and I actually do agree with this, any form of government is communistic in one way or another. But you're absolutely right, Bear Britain Rod. We used to have some semblance of freedom. We used to be here. I mean, I can't speak for the UK. I've only stepped foot in Northern Ireland, but at least here in the United States, I mean, yes. Do we have a lot of bad things going on? Have we always had the CIA torturing, assassinating, raping, and pillaging? Yes. Have we had the NSA creepily spying on us? Have we had the government? Yes. But it was better than a lot of other
things. We have that here, bro. We have that here. We're like one of the. Look how small of a country we are, yeah. But we've got more surveillance, more CCTV and surveillance cameras in this country than any other country worldwide.
Yeah, we're one of the most watched countries in the world, yeah.
How is that? Look at the size of your country compared to us, yet we have more surveillance in our country than you have in yours. That is unreal, bro.
But I think currently we have the illusion of being free. I think eventually our freedoms will just get taken off us.
Yeah, have we ever lived free? Or has that just been an illusion?
Yeah, true.
I'll say one more quick thing, right? I went to New Hampshire the other day to do a video, and the nickname of New Hampshire, it's the live free or die state, right? And in New Hampshire, you have to ask the fire department's permission to have a fire in your yard. Literally, they have police that will go on the water in the ponds, and if you're not wearing a life vest, they'll give you a ticket or arrest you or something like that. I thought it was live free or die, not live free and bob in the water for 24 hours. Like, I mean, what kind of shit is this?
Welcome to the United Slaves of America.
Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat, guys. At the rate of inflation, just about, farming it up gaming. Yeah, it's already useless. No offense. Sorry. I hate to break it to you, but it's useless. Thank you for sharing the channel. Sir William, that's right. I am Sir William. Post the link in the chat disappeared. Where's Enrique? I'm going to be doing a live stream with Mr. America in less than an hour. So I came on here before. We're going to be going live at 7 p.m. on Auditing America. That's right, my brother, Auditing America. And if you're just joining, thanks to Night Spider's channel, or maybe you saw me on TikTok because Auditing Wales Generation Z Ash shared it over there. Or maybe you're a fan of some beast-ass audits and you've seen it on Auditing Hull or Bear Britain, or High Impact Flicks, or maybe you found it through fakemikerealnews.com thanks to Theo. Either way, we got a whole bunch of exclusive videos only on Auditing America. I give actually a lot of my best videos to Auditing America because he's got such a big channel. So right after this at 7 p.m., we're going to migrate over to Auditing America. We're going to do a dope live stream. We got some stuff lined up. All right, while we're here, I've got this one queued up. And,
Yeah, bro, I'm going to start on my channel, I plan on starting doing some reviews of people's videos, bro. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pick a couple of yours out and do a review on them and post them up on my channel if that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Anybody can take any one of my videos from any one of my channels. You can edit it. You can share it. You can tweet it. I don't even care if you give me credit or not. You never even have to ask. You can even Photoshop a whistle. It looks like a dick in my mouth. I don't care. Whatever you do, get the shit out there.
I'm not that good at editing, bro.
Don't make it a big rainbow one, or, I don't know.
Nah, respect, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, good thinking, Bear. Well then.
Yeah, so let's peep this real quick. I'll play at least a part of this. This is what we were talking about earlier. This is Luke from We Are Changed. We can start our reaction right now if you guys want. We can do a live reaction debut here. So let's let it roll. This is Luke from We Are Changed confronts. Rest in peace to Dave Rockefeller.
Luke, what's going on? What are we doing?
We are here in front of the big guy's house, David Rockefeller's. We're spotting him out, and we're going to see him. We're just going to ask him a question. And it should be interesting since the security piles over there looking at it. Yeah. There's like 2 or 3 black Suburbans over there. They're staring at us. It look like they recognize me automatically. And it's pretty interesting. It looks like the lights are also on now, and we'll see what happens. Security's pretty interesting. Kind of creepy, to be honest with you. I'm never really fearful or scared as much, but those creeps kind of get to me. I don't know.
A citizen's grand jury, sir, a citizen's grand jury is seeking your indictment. Sir, a citizen's grand jury is seeking your indictment for the crimes you are alleged, sir.
We know about your new order. We know about it. We won't be silenced about it, sir. We know about it. I'm sorry. National sovereignty will prevail. You guys think you guys can run things. You can't. I'm telling you right now. National sovereignty will prevail. You guys will never have a new world order. I'm just here to deliver that message right here.
All right, we're gonna play one more. When he confronts Rothschild. That was annoying with the music over that. Although I do like that band. That's a pretty dope band. What's the name of that band again? Man, I mean, this guy literally confronted everybody. He can rest on his laurels. I met him in Bilderberg in 2017, and let's just do weird shit. Damn, you can't even find stuff like that no more. Jeez. What do you guys think about that video, though?
I liked it. I wanted to see more.
Yeah,
I'd like to see more of those things. But,
yeah, okay, we'll do this. We'll play Best of We Are Changed. This is like from... Yeah, look at this auto stuff.
I like to see more of these people being confronted. I mean, I like some of the videos that are coming out lately. You know, I like the one that with the judge in the High Court that got served, and he like ran away like a squealing little pig. I like the one where Chris Whitty, he was served in the street and he just ran away like a squealing little pig. Just wouldn't take the pieces of paper. They all got served. I mean, there was one video that's going on. It was actually tonight, where one of these jibby-jabby people were served with a legal liability notice, and they shit themselves, literally. Good video. If you haven't seen it, have a look. It's going viral right now.
I mean, Luke Radowski has had death threats at his home. He's confronted point blank Larry Silverstein about admittingly blowing up the towers and Building 7. I've got to say, Luke Radowski's the man. The man, the man, the man. The true spirit of 1776, a true man, a true leader, a person risking his life. I hope you realize, folks, we're all risking our lives here. This is not a game.
This is Radowski, week 2, 4 o'clock in the morning. We're outside the White House, Dublin, Ireland. We're reporting in Amsterdam, London, England, here in Barcelona, Spain, in Brooklyn, New York, Poland, here in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., St. Moritz, Switzerland, where the secretive and elusive Bilderberg group meeting will be taking place directly behind me tomorrow.
There just seems to be more questions left unanswered.
We live in a simmer of hysteria.
Oh, it just comes down to people with power being selfish.
There's a mass of people that are completely disillusioned, a mass of people that are completely uneducated about how that system works, about themselves.
Be aware, because you don't want to walk around like a bad dumbass.
Well, I don't know much about Herman Cain. I don't even know who he is.
Would you vote for Herman Cain?
Sure will.
And they're doing real journalism, real confrontations, real muckraking.
Mass media is controlled by the same people that we're occupying.
What you do in the underground bunker I think what you do at the Bohemian Grove is pretty insane. We got. When are you going to apologize for destroying this economy, Mr. Grant Bernanke?
Be surprised.
Reporters, do your job. Please ask some questions. You're a terrorist.
Person.
I'm not done, sir.
You're fucking kidding me.
It's a problem. Points more than once, okay?
We don't take pictures, okay?
You have a right to put the camera away. I have a right to film.
Fucking horse! Fucking journalist, you motherfucker!
Don't put your hands on me, though.
Picture? Hey, don't put your hands on me.
They touch my balls.
That's absurd.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. What do you blokes think of that?
Loved it. Loved it.
That was
Yeah, it's
awesome.
decent.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was
Loved it.
his.
That
That's
was
his
inspiration of hope for me. You know?
Yeah, that guy heavily inspired me to do what I do. And you see him out there. He was auditing before it was called really auditing. He was confronting all these politicians. And that's just the best of 2011. You got to see some of the other ones. I'll say one more thing, and then I'll let you guys have at it here. The Bohemian Grove Club is I don't know if you guys are aware of what that is, but if anybody's not, check out the Bohemian Grove Club. But it's a secretive club, mostly Republicans. It's out in the Redwood Forest in California. Male prostitutes are shipped in, and it's an all-male club. Henry Kissinger, Eisenhower, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, all the cool people, they like to hang out there. They discuss the atomic weapons creation there. They dress up in KKK outfits and carry torches and worship a fake skull. A fake owl. And that owl is voiced by Walter Cronkite. And Walter Cronkite actually gave my favorite woman crush, Hillary Clinton, an award for world government. Side note. So Luke went up to Newt Gingrich, who was a former Speaker of the House in the United States and a prominent politician here, and asked him, hey, what do you guys do at Bohemian Grove? And Newt Gingrich is like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. That's fantasy world. Da, da, da. So Luke leaves, and then he goes to another event like a year later with a different outfit and says, gets in line, waits to meet him. He says, hey, can you autograph this picture? And he said, sure, what's this a picture of? He's like, it's a picture of you attending Bohemian Grove. Last year you called me crazy for asking about it. And he just wouldn't let up on this guy. It was the most epic shit I ever seen. So we need more people like that. We need more of that. And that's why I'm sorry because I'm just gushing over my guest right now because I love seeing this. For years and years and years, I was like, yo, can we get some other people doing this? And now, now you guys are doing this and doing fucking better than me and passing me. So I fucking love it. I love you guys.
Well, I'm going to say, right, that, you know, I've got to go to bed. Yeah. You know, you're lucky you've got me on here. Oh, I said that in it, but I'll come on again. I promise. I'll definitely come on again. Like, you know, when are you next on, innit?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been freestyling it lately. I'm going to go live in 45 minutes with Starting America. I know it's getting late over there, UK time. But yeah, I'm going to go live, not tomorrow. I'm going to go live on Filmboy UK. So go over to Filmboy UK channel. I'll be over there live with him if you want to join up tomorrow. And I think Thursday I'm going to go live. You know, I might even go live later on tonight for the radio show on my Demand the Truth channel. Either way, we got one of these nights I want to get you on the radio show too. So
yeah, well, I'll tell you what, right? You know, when I said I'd started off with the music and the political thing, I sent Mellows over, you know, the song because, you know, they fucking copyright it. You know what I did? Like, I've got a whole album of, you know, the instrumental for Extreme Ways for Moby. I used that, did I? You know, from Born Identity, because I thought that'll go well. You know, with like what I'm doing, the politics and espionage, Official Secrets Act, blah blah blah. Anyway, I sent it to Mellows because they copyright the one song that's MK Ultra, so I can't fucking like I can't strip the music from the vocals because it's combined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've sent it to Mellows. He can throw that on the radio if he wants. You know, but it's sick. But I'm gonna go to bed anyway because really I'm just like I'm liking your content and all that, but I'm zoning out. You know what I mean? To be fair, like I'm on medication that would knock anybody out. To be fair, so I'm zoning out. I'm not gonna have any fun for you. I can't help it. But if it was earlier in the day, I'd be sound. You know.
Yeah, next time, player. I know you're always there, and I appreciate your hard work, man. Everyone go over to Spider's channel. If someone could put it in the chat for me, Spider, if you want to put that in the chat, or if you just want to put it in my chat, the private chat, I'll put it in. Sorry, guys, I never checked this private chat back here. I should.
Well, when I go right, because I cut out when I switch channels on my phone. Maybe it's because the police run it over. But anyway, you know,
He's
when
on
I
your.
go,
He's listed on your website, Will.
Yeah, so just go to fakemikerealnews.com. That's right. Fakemikerealnews.com. You got list. You're going to see Night Spider there. So make sure you go subscribe. And subscribe to everybody on that list and tell them good old Fake Mike sent you. Kim says she's checking me out again. She's a new subscriber. Yes, please check out not just me, but Night Spider. Go to fakemikerealnews.com. Check out the list. Everybody's there. Hopefully Auditing Hull will allow him to put us on the site too. He's been holding out. He wants a larger contract. He's kind of a prima donna. But we'll see. Who knows? We might even get Auditing Hull there too.
Yeah, man.
I did send Brian a message on Facebook asking him if he wants me to list high impact flicks on your site.
Word, that would be dope, man.
Yeah, he probably gets a million messages. He probably hasn't seen it. But yeah, if he wants us to list the channel, we'd love to list your channel.
right, safe. I'm off. Good night.
Night Spider, go get some rest. You deserve it. Love you, brother.
All right,
Good night, Spider.
respect everybody. Respect to the chat as well.
Respect.
See you later.
See you later. Respect.
Ta-ra, Wales.
Ta-ra.
Respect.
Respect. Lovage.
Oh shit. All right. And I think we got somebody here. I don't know if he's a porn bomber. Henry Crinkle. What do you guys think?
No, not Crinkle.
I don't know this person.
Definitely, 100%.
Will, bro.
No.
Will.
What?
Save yourself, bro. Save
Yeah,
yourself.
man.
Do not put yourself through that.
Is it a hater?
Listen.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what.
Let him on.
Let him on, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna let him on. I'm all about free speech.
Yo,
He's always
he got a backwards
look at that washing.
He got a backwards sunglasses. Hold on. I like. He looks like me. I like him already.
You know what I mean? Fucking hell, bro.
Oh dear.
Bloody hell. Where's your wrist, mate? Whoa,
Where's
Oh, God.
Oh, so what's up, Henry Crinkle?
Got his fucking whisk out, man. Fuck me, boy. Woo! Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, player? What's going on? Yo, it looked like you're gonna fold some laundry there, pimp.
Yeah, man. I've been listening to the chat, yeah? I've got a few comments, or questions. And yeah. We are the people, brother. We are the people. We are the people.
Speak for yourself. I'm a blue avian, but continue.
Anyway, you were saying about you're not really for social security and welfare. Is that right?
It's not that I'm not for it. I'm just not for violently intimidating somebody into theft and coercion to do it. I believe all human interaction should be consensual.
Yeah. What's not consensual about welfare? I mean.
I'll tell you what's not consensual about welfare is charity is, hey, you feel bad for somebody, you give them money on the streets or you donate money or whatever. But the difference is if you don't give to the government's charity, men with guns will come and put you into a cage. So if you don't want to pay tax, well, and there's two reasons. One of it, some of the same people, democide, that's murder by government. That's the #1 cause of death over the last 100 years. That does not even include wars. That's murder by your own government, something called democide. So to think that the #1 arbiters of death, the largest malefactors in society, would actually give welfare or health care is ironic in and of itself. However, if these people actually did a good job of Social Security or child welfare services, then I could say, okay, well, I can kind of justify that. But they don't. They do a terrible job. Child Protective Services does it, Social Security does it, and the difference is it's done through coercion and threats of violence. And no?
I don't understand where this violence comes in.
So the violence is, okay, let me ask you, let's put it this way.
Another
very easy to
stream where
understand.
Crinkle comes in to disagree.
It's a great question. It's a great question. So imagine, right? I came to your house right now with the gun and say, "Hey, you're gonna pay for my." You're gonna pay for my.
What you're saying. Oh, so you're saying because you're forced to pay taxes?
You're forced. It's violence. It's extortion. That's
Okay.
correct. One sec, guys. I'm going to mute. Hold on 1 sec. Oh, we live already. What's up, Pimp? Yo, we live. Say what's up to Fake Mike Real News, guys.
Good on Enrique, bro.
Hi.
What's up?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, homie?
We're about to go
Respect,
live
brother.
on Auditing America's channel at 7, right?
Yeah.
All right, word. So I'm going to do this live for a little bit. If you want to join us over here, I'll send you the link. If not, send me the link right before 7 on Facebook.
What's the? Who you with again?
Right now, I'm with Bear Britain Audits. I'm with my grandson, my little nephew, auditing Wales. I'm with the British version of Fake Mike Real News right below me, Henry Crinkle. I'm with the Mellow, my man Theo. Food Toy is about to jump in a sec. And of course, the grandson, Pimp, Daddy, auditing Ho. So you already know.
All right. Send me the link.
All right, I'm going to send you the link.
Okay, bye.
Peace.
So, Mike, I get what you're saying, yeah, about you're forced to pay these taxes. Don't you think that if you lose your job, it's good to have like some kind of safety net that could get you by if you ain't got any money?
How is that going to decrease the surplus population? I see what you're saying. How is that going to? No, so here's my point. Yeah, I agree with you. I actually, people think that's a cold-hearted thing to say, and I understand that. But my argument would be, before we had welfare in the United States, we had more charities and more churches took up the jobs. And so right now, when the government runs things or has a monopoly on things, that means you can't get service anywhere else. So if they do a bad job, then that's it. You know.
Yeah,
so
what you're saying is right. And have you thought about welfare that goes to the rich, which is not called that, but if you think about
corporate welfare and tax evasion, and also it's more than that, corporate welfare too. The United States works directly with DARPA, with Amazon. That's fascism. That's fascism.
And do you think that, like, you know, like money that goes to defense, for instance, that money is public money, taxpayers' money that goes to companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, all the arms manufacturers.
Raytheon.
A lot of it will be spent on development and research and development, and it won't necessarily be successful. So basically, that is what a lot of people would call welfare to the rich. You're still forced to pay that. It goes to rich companies that I'm
against that even more.
That make weapons to kill people, right? So what do you feel about that? Because that's basically socialism for the rich, and it's hard capitalism for everybody else. Why would you
argue that? I would argue that we're not living under hard capitalism whatsoever at all. And I'll give you a few reasons as to why. I don't think we've ever lived under true capitalism. I think the only people that have are some people out in the Wild West, the Amish and certain pirates during a 20-year span before they kind of sold back out to the crown. And I believe true capitalism just means free market. Free market. That means no government interference. But what we have now is we have the Bank of England or the Federal Reserve Bank. They have a monopoly on not only the printing of the money, but inflation. They've never been audited. That's not free market whatsoever. And like you said, when these people get tax write-off, evade taxes, and literally work hand in hand with the government, that's way more than socialism. So we're not, unfortunately, living under capitalism. We're living under fascism, socialism already right now, which is the problem. You know?
Do you think, right, if the market was allowed to go completely free, don't you think that you'd end up with a similar situation to what you've got now, where concentration of wealth?
Let me ask you a better question.
Just yields.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think the government can, or will do a good job of preventing that?
Well, you seem to say that you're living under something approaching socialism. So I mean, that is preventing it basically. But what my point is don't you think you're with a completely free market, you'll end up with a situation where concentration of wealth yields concentration of power.
Are you talking about in a situation like now?
Which in turn leads to
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I get what you're going here, and let me answer your question. And I'm sorry to interrupt.
Power, which leads to more wealth. Which
you're asking great questions. You're asking great questions.
Which leads to.
I get it. More wealth and more. I know it's.
So the people who end up running the world are just this tiny fraction of 1% that have all the
I would say what you were just
power.
Well, I would say what you were describing is exactly what we are living under right now. And
but don't you think that would get worse under complete?
Hold on one sec. Auditing Wales, I love you. No offense, and you are my grandson, and you're one of my closest. But I'm gonna kick you off this chat right now because you are the youngest for the seniority of Auditing America, and you just jump back in, and as soon as somebody drops, you'll be on deck. Okay, Pam?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. America. What's up, Pimp?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing today?
I like the caps, man. You lot know your stuff, man. You know what I mean?
He's got the glasses too. He's got the glasses.
Love the glasses.
Big up, bro.
Thank you guys for having me here today. How's it?
Yeah, man. This is a dope stream. A very good day. King Interrupter. Yes, you're right. I'm the King Interrupter. I'm trying my best. That's another thing, guys. I never claimed I was any good at any of this stuff, right? This is why I need everybody else to get active so I can quit and give some more legitimacy to what's going on. See, I can't even say the word legitimacy. And you guys want me out here. So make me and people always complain to me and Mr. America. They'll say, oh, you and Enrique do this. Oh, you want to Enrique do this. You should have did that. If I were you, I would. We'll get back to our conversation because I love the questions you're asking. I have those same very questions, and I want to continue on this. And this is actually one of the biggest, most important things. So we're not giving up on the conversation. But haters will always say, oh, you guys should have did this. You should have did that. If I was there, I would have told that cop this. Okay, get out there and show me how you do it.
Yeah, you go to that person's channel, they don't have a single video doing anything for freedom.
Mike, you know, we were talking about arms and corrupt politicians or whatever that, you know, want to funnel this money towards the arms manufacturers. In an audit, have you ever challenged a politician that, you know, supports this stuff and may even have shares in that company? Have you ever done that? Because that's the kind of corruption that I think is like high up stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've done some high up stuff. Me and Auditing America, we confronted a 5-star general. We audited the Pentagon. We audited the NSA, the FBI in Boston, the FBI in Providence, the FBI in DC, the FBI in Las Vegas. We've asked them numbers of questions. Military-industrial complex is one of my main points. It's something I always also bring up outside of governmental entities with also journalists and the mainstream news, because they worked hand in hand to lie about weapons of mass destruction, to sell the lie of the war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan. They helped manufacture the lies of the babies and incubators. They didn't do the questioning, and they get money themselves too from the military-industrial complex. And that's, people say, oh, Enrique, Mr. America, he's not a journalist. Okay, well, there was 10,000 people screaming F Joe Biden, and the journalist just said, that's Let's Go Brandon. So Mr. America is automatically better than that.
Would you agree that America is kind of like one of the bullies of the world, that, you know, go in with aggressive wars of aggression into various countries where they're probably not wanted, and they sell arms to these small countries and then go in there and flatten them?
Yes, absolutely. The thing that makes it so plausible is government. Government is what allows that to happen so poorly.
Just that you said that, and then So you're kind of anti-government in a sense, and
I'm
also
totally anti-government.
And
however, there is. Let me say this.
Can I just say
wait. I've been letting you talk a whole bunch. I want you. If you're going to ask me questions, I need to at least answer them, and I want them to be clear to the viewers. And you're asking great questions, by the way. And shout outs to Foo Toy for joining the chat. Foo Toy, your boy.
Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going, chat? How's it going, the panel?
What up, chat? What up with the chat? Hold on.
Just to finish my sentence, right? It seems to me you're anti-government, but at the same time anti-big corporations taking over and having all the power. So if you don't have either of those, and you got rid of them, well, what would you replace it with? What's the solution?
Well, hold on a second.
I mean, it's either one or the other, isn't it?
No, it's not. They're the same thing. It's not one or the other.
Would you prefer, like...
government is a corporation. Corporation is a government. It's not either or. They are. Countries are registered
Actually,
companies.
Government is a corporation, and I will say this.
It is. They're registered companies,
Hold on. Wait. Hear me out.
Is it?
Wait,
it is exactly like a business.
No. Literally.
It is.
Wait.
Absolutely. Absolutely is, mate.
So the U.S. is actually
Don't fool yourself.
I actually read it on air. I forget the exact U.S. code. It's actually a part of the U.S. code, and it literally. I've been having people on my radio show and on my YouTube channel tell me all the time, the U.S. is a corporation. It says this, it says that, and I didn't necessarily believe them, but I actually saw it in the U.S. code. I can't think of the link right off the top of my head, but I have seen it. So, although it is actually true, and so, but your question is this: if there's no government, there's no corporation. So I'm not against corporations. A corporation is just another way of saying a business, but I am against evil corporations because a corner store is a corporate. It can be a corporation, right? I'm all about businesses that adhere to the law. Once you start doing bad things like the military-industrial complex and big pharma and Monsanto and all that stuff, then I'm against you. Once you create a negative externality, you do something bad to people, then yes, I'm against you. So what I believe is the government is, you're right. I believe now that's the question. You said I'm anti-government. Yes and no. I'm totally against governments in the traditional sense. I would not be against a government that was consensual. You could, in theory, have a consensual government.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, Film Boy, you want to join up?
No, it's not the real Film Boy. It's not the real Film Boy.
Oh.
Don't like
Film Boy is live at the moment.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's not the real Film Boy.
Wow, it's mad. It's mad, isn't it?
You can stick me backstage if you need.
What do you think of your healthcare system, Mike? Do you think that's a good way to run it?
Absolutely not. It was taken over by the Rockefeller interest, and it turned completely away from nutritional or exercise or nutraceutical. It turned away from holistic herbal remedies into big pharma and all this weird heroin. And
well, it's run by private corporations, isn't it? What do you think? Do you think
it's not run by some are and some aren't. And the thing is, all hospitals get money from the government, so they're all fascist. So they're definitely not private corporations. They're all getting money from the government, and they're also adhering to all of the government's rules and regulations. So I wouldn't consider any of the hospitals, at least not in the United States, private corporations. And if you did consider them private corporations, which some of them are, but they work in collusion with the government. And when corporations merge with the government, that is literally the definition of fascism. Fascist. So that's not capitalist, that's fascism.
Well, being run by a private tyranny, I'll call it. You know, all these little departments within the hospitals, like the ones who run, the heart department or whatever, kidney dialysis, they're all, not micro companies, but private companies. And according to all the reports I always read about your healthcare system, it's the most expensive in the world, and it's got some of the worst outcomes in the world. Do you think if it was run in a similar way to what we have over here, socialized medicine, where the taxpayer pays for it, and it's owned by the people, even though it's slipping away a little bit, we seem to have much better outcomes than in the USA. And
would you say that you're satisfied? Would you say that you're satisfied?
And we don't have to rely on, if we break our neck, we don't have to rely on, in the hope that
We have that. We have the same stuff over here. We actually already have that. We already have that. It's called Obamacare.
But we don't have to hope that some insurance company is going to try and weasel their way out of paying for your care.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think it's a good idea that the largest malefactor and murderer in society should deliver us healthcare, be in charge of healthcare? The largest murderer is known to man. Why do you think they should be controlling decisions about your health?
Well, they do lots of things, like governments. They can look after our health, but they can also wage wars of aggression around the world. It doesn't mean they won't be any good at it. Like the
So do you think? Wait, hold on. Do you think you're? Wait, hold on. Do you think they're doing? Let's take it slow. We're going to use the Socratic method right here. Do you think the UK is doing a good job at healthcare?
It's doing a lot better than the USA, and I've got.
Wait, one at a time. Why is it doing better? Why is it doing better than the US?
Well, because it's treated members of my family. It's treated me from the day I was born. I was born in a NHS hospital. Treated me brilliantly. I've got no complaints whatsoever. I've had broken arms. I've had more serious accidents than that, which I won't go into. My nan was looked after by them before she died. My granddad, my mum and dad are looked after.
Sure enough. Okay, I get you. That's personal experience.
Everyone I know has never had a problem with it. And we get good outcomes, especially relative to America. We have brilliant outcomes.
What specific? Hold on. We're doing the Socratic method.
I'll just finish. All right. And all the countries that do have socialized medicine, they have the best outcomes in the world. Places
wait. What data, statistics, and gauge are you saying that socialized medicines have the best outcome? What are you basing that on?
Oh, well, I've read, papers that are written, to show statistics. And
so large corporations who you don't like being involved in healthcare, who have lied habitually to you, tell you that their healthcare is the best and you believe it. Have you done any other research? You have any other data just besides what you've heard from large corporations?
They're not corporations when it's publicly owned. It's publicly owned. It's not owned by a private corporation.
So you get your information. Wait, hold on. We're going to be specific about this. How the Socratic method works. So if you don't get your information from private corporations, that means you get your information from public corporations. The only public corporations that exist are government. So if you're basing government healthcare statistics on government information, I would say that in order to convince me, you would need another form of information.
Sorry, guys, can I just interrupt a second? Film Boy is coming over, and everybody over there is coming over here. That was Film Boy. I went over and checked with him. So that is the real Film Boy.
Word. I only get 6 streams. So I'll tell you what.
I can drop backstage if you need.
Well, I'll tell you what. I actually really like the conversation that I'm having with Henry Krinkle. So I want to continue it another time, and hopefully you can call back. I'd love to do a whole show like this because I do.
You see all your panel when they saw me when you said I'm backstage. You see the reaction they have. They hate this kind of stuff for some reason.
Yeah, no, Krinkle, have a show with Will. The two of you should.
Yeah,
because,
we will.
But this kind of talk on this panel is you're blocking out everybody else because it's just you two.
And that's my fault.
Things at each other.
I'm
But I want to give Kringle a challenge, right? You say that the government isn't a corporation. I know you probably believe that, but I challenge you. Now, I mean, not telling me what you think. I'm not interested in what you think. I want you to prove to me that it's not, okay? Show me proof. I want you to research it and give me proof that you've researched that it's not. I don't want to. I'm not interested in what you think because I know for a fact it's a corporation, mate. That's the only way we can sue government entities. You can't sue a non-entity if it's not a corporation or a person.
I'm talking about it's not a corporation in the sense that it's a business out to make profits. All it does is redistribute.
Of course it is.
All it does is redistributes our money, basically.
No way, man.
Well, yes, it is. That's what it does with our money.
No. Sure,
raping you and saying it's legal.
Yeah. Absolutely,
that doesn't
Kringle.
mean it's a corporation.
It is. You have a very naive point of view on this. No, it's a big thing that you should research. No, research it on your own.
Okay, hold on.
It's not hidden. The information is not hidden. Research it and bring me proof that it's not. Put it that way.
They may, like, corporations may have a lot of sway when it comes to influencing governments. But
I just muted Henry. Look on the screen. Here it is. Someone found it for me in the chat. Let's give due credit. Who found it here? Timothy Barnes. I think Timothy Barnes was the one that showed me this initially. So shout out to Timothy Barnes.
Nice one, Timothy.
This is Cornell.
Thank you, mate.
This is Cornell here, and I can show you as well on the government website. United States means a federal corporation. It's right here. I didn't believe it to myself either. People have been telling me this for years and years and years and years. The United States is a federal corporation. So
every country is, not just the United States. Even England.
Yeah, right.
Even Ireland. Every one of them.
Even the police stations are.
Even the police.
What I'm saying is, though,
every government section.
Timothy Barnes for the same.
Yeah, but listen, guys.
Or else you can't sue them.
Okay, it's semantics, right? So it's labeled. So it's called a corporation.
Double down time.
But what I'm trying to say is, all these institutions that constitute a government, like the police, the NHS, blah blah blah, they're not there to make a profit. They are.
Government doesn't exist anymore. There's no more government. Government died in the 50s.
You're naive, mate.
I want to say one more thing.
That's when government died. Government does not exist anymore.
They're not like, so you're saying the police in the UK, the police force
is a registered company. Is a registered company.
All right, hold on. I muted you because wait.
He doesn't know he's muted.
It's not.
Henry,
right.
wait. Henry, 1 minute, please. All right, because we got people waiting backstage. First of all, I would say one thing. I love your questions because your questions are right there, but I would suggest humbly
some research.
Be a little more. No, not even do some research. Don't outwardly say there's no way. Wait, look for yourself before you dismiss what Futo is saying.
Show me any evidence.
I just showed you. Just said, look. I just showed you. Look,
the police are making a profit from us, and that money doesn't come back into.
They are.
Absolutely, they are.
If they didn't make a profit,
they've even got shareholders.
All right, hold on, Henry.
If they are, right? If they are, then that money.
Go to company's house right now and check
Henry,
it for
I love
yourself.
you. Henry, I love you. Please come back onto the stream. But not only are they making a profit, but they can't even hold on to that profit. That's why we're 29 trillion, whatever it is now, in debt. They can't even keep the profit that they have. They make so much profit, they screw it. Henry, I'm going to give you one final moment to make any final points because, Henry, say goodbye because I'm going to get one more person. I want to get We the People. They're back. We lost We the People. So we're going to get We the People on, and we're going to go quickly. So quickly, any final points? Henry, we're going to go to final points from everybody right now. So, Henry, you got a minute. Any final points that you'd like to make? And please contact me privately, and we will continue this conversation.
Well, yeah, my final point is it might be called a corporation, but the police service is not a business in the sense that everyone knows what a business is. Yeah, it's not that. Okay,
it is, mate.
And basically, if you're not feeling governments and you're not feeling big corporations, what would you replace it with? Something to think about. That's my final word. Thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Well,
listen,
let's
you
do
and Will
another
should
live
have a.
stream. Yeah, we're gonna do
You
another
and Will
live
should have a
stream.
show. You and Will should have a show together.
I'm gonna start one up soon, like live streaming game. You know what I mean? So anything goes on my stream.
Well, you've got the sunglasses and the hat for it. I'll tell you what.
Frontwards caps, you know what I mean?
No, keep it backwards. Keep it backwards. All right, peace out. We're gonna.
He's gone. Damn.
That was great. That was great. All right, we're here with We the People. We the People has got some good information for us.
Hello, We the People.
We the People, take 4 minutes here to break down anything that you want for 4 minutes. We got a decent number of people, and then we're gonna let all of our guests have a final point here, and then we're all gonna go over to Auditing America in 11 minutes, and we're gonna go over there. Thank you, Brian from High Impact. Yes, thank you for sending all these new people, guys. So you got a whole bunch of new people. So 4 minutes, 5 minutes with the floor. We the People, take the floor, please.
Oh, your mic's muted. We the People. Your mic's muted. No sound. We the People.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead.
So that's where all the acronyms came from that are currently being used, you know. And Sheepdog, that's ours. That's auditors. Tea Party, that's us. And I wrote a letter to John McCain. That's us. That's Tea Party, the civil libertarians. You know, civil. I'm a Republican, but I have. During an event, I got to bring my libertarian out, you know? And and then the thin blue line, that's ours. Now, the trick about the thin blue line is it's not blue. They put that blue stripe on. They put the blue stripe everywhere, desecrate the flag. But the thin blue line is the United States Constitution, and it is clear. So it's not blue. So they don't even know the code. So now we all know this is our thin blue line. You guys are taking it back, and I'm proud of y'all because you didn't even know what you're doing. You're doing the right thing, and guess what? Here you are. Mm-hmm. So Homeland Security is already well aware of this, as you know by your memos and how they brought the amendments back. It was a temporary thing, and seeing how people's going forward. But your citizen observers, that's in the Patriot Act. It's a recognized, activity. It's a First Amendment activity. It's citizen observer. What am I doing? I'm a citizen. I'm observing. That's it. That's why the Homeland Security is different people have probably called and asked questions. That's why they're being cordial to you, and they're kind of giving you a little guidance. Like, well, try not to be angry. I know they're giving everybody. Nobody wants to admit it, but everybody's getting a little bit. If you get a hold of somebody that's giving you good counsel, you think you've got a good agent or a good. Well, if it was me, they'll talk to you like, well, if I was doing it and I didn't work for the federal government, I would make sure that I would get this accomplished, and and you'll know if you're getting good advice or not. And they're cleaning their house. The Congress is cleaning the house. The other countries are cleaning the house. We got so much rotation in all the governments. And like old boy said, corporations, way back, like Will knows, the EUA or EAU, however you spell that, European EPU, European Trade Union, what it was, whatever. In our country, or how it came about, and all this old school stuff like Portugal, slavery, the old thing, even newer stuff like Clinton stuff and this and that. We need to think about right now. Mm-hmm. We're in Crimson Readiness exercise. It's a moment of repair, and the world will unify after that. Not mean one world order, but there might be some. We don't know if we're going to see Antichrist or not. We don't know this stuff. But what do we know today? Here in our physicality, what are we dealing with today? Those around us, the doors we open for an old lady, like I said, the little things we do in our area, in our sector. Okay, we all have a sector. Is it a open and free and observed environment, observed by the public observing the public? So the NSA. So we can reduce, we'll get them tasked somewhere else, get them on asteroids or alien environment or something. I don't know. But,
yes, I'm sorry to cut you off. Hopefully you can join us on Auditing America. But to your point,
the line is clear.
Howard Zinn says small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. Guys, how can people find We the People? How can people help you out, learn about your information? subscribe to your channel, donate.
Yeah, we got subscriptions, got a few things up there, but most are sublime. Like we hand out stuff for homeless. We got a couple shots, but we don't want to hand out water, and we don't want to take pictures of that stuff. But most of my stuff's Fifth Amendment on paper, and
you can donate to our Cash App at Hudson's 81.
We put dollars in the water and hand it to we do that, and we do stuff like that, gas and stuff like that, and of course paper. We got her fines done. Let's see.
When you look up We the People, I don't really know how to tell people how to find me because I don't. There's like a million We the People.
Yeah, send me the link in the private messages, and I'll put you guys up on in the thing.
Second, I will.
Auditing Hall. Final points, and how can people donate to you and reach you? And thank you again for putting your life and your physical being on your line and standing up for our rights when so many men are cowards.
Well, I ain't got a PayPal now, so I can't get donations. But I don't know. I've just like started, but like say being on the front line and that, you see stuff, don't you? You know what I mean? Bad stuff.
Gotcha. Well, how can people find your channel, and how can people find you on social media?
Yeah, just YouTube, Auditing Hall.
All right, guys, go check out Auditing Hull on YouTube. Auditing Hull, Auditing Hull, Auditing Hull. Auditing Hull, thank you very much.
Respect,
my pimp.
brother.
I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you classing up my act all the way from across the pond. Thank you, Auditing Hull. Very much appreciated. Bear Britain Audit. What's your horoscope? What are 2 things that you like to do, and how can people find you, donate to you, and learn more about Bear Britain Audit? Hey, Bear, you there? I think Bear's gone. Futoy, you there with me?
I am indeed.
Futoy, Theo, guys, we got 5 minutes. You guys are 2 of my men, 2 of my best friends behind the scenes, and you guys do a lot of work. What should we talk about in the final 5 minutes here? We had quite a stream here, and this is awesome. We're getting a lot of new subscribers today because of Brian from High Impact Flick sharing my videos again. He helped me get over 9,000 the first time because he shared a couple of my videos, and then I got banned. And now I'm pretty close to going to be over 9,000 again soon. I'm 84.79. So if you guys have yet to subscribe and share this channel, let's get there. Let's get to over 9,000.
Will, your dogs. Look, your dogs.
What's up, dogs?
that was my girl. That was my dog before she died.
That's
it was a brindle.
You guys
both brindle boxer.
I'm not an animal person, but those are two adorable ass dogs. I can't even lie about that.
She was really. She was my shadow. She followed me around everywhere, but she had heart issues, unfortunately.
Well, Futoy and Theo, how can people help you guys out? How can people support you? How can people get in contact with you if you want them to do that? What do you guys say? Any wisdom you want to impart in the last 2 or 3 minutes here?
Well, for me, I say subscribe, share, and like Fake Mike Real News. Donate to him if you can, so he can get out there and do as much as he can. Fuel wise, because I don't actively audit. I don't actively do anything that I'd need money to do. I just support online, you know.
Word. All right, Theo. Any final points?
Yes. We need some really clever people. We need someone to teach us how to clone you 1,000 times. We need
clone me. I'll ask you
yeah.
about 70 points and then clone me.
We need a lot more people like you out there, man. We need. This is front line and front line stuff. This is the storming the beaches of Normandy. We need it's all hands on deck. It's time to get active.
Yeah, it's time to get active. And let me just tell you, man, I was really tired after work today. And And I probably should have took a nap because I got maybe 2 hours sleep last night because I do the radio show and then I wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. And I'm like, well, I maybe should sleep sometime this week. And then I came out here. I was like, no, I'm supposed to do a live with Film Boy, and I'm already an hour late. And then there's traffic, and then other side notes going on there. But I'm like, no, I put in the work. And the thing is, I did put in a lot of work to do this. And as long as you get out there, like at first I was a nobody, and I still am a nobody. But before, nobody used to send me information. Now I have too much information to sift through. Now, because when people hear something, oh, I remember that kid Will was talking about that. Let's see what he thinks. Well, did you know this? And so now just by putting in work, High Impact Flicks is sharing me. I'm getting like 2 subscribers every 30 seconds right now. So this is awesome, man. We all need to share each other's and keep putting in the work because
we the people put in the link in the private. Well,
all right, we the people. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, and guys, so yeah, just saying, like, look, the first 10, 15 years I put work in, nothing really caught on. I used the law of attraction and I said, I'm going to get 1 million views. Then a couple minutes later, I met Enrique and I've got 1 million views on just one video on his channel, let alone all the other things that we did. So you just got to put in the hard work. And that's why I love about the stream. That's what I love about High Impact Flicks. That's what I love about all the activists, all the nonviolent people out there doing God's work, evolution's work, whatever, Bigfoot's work, whatever you want to call it. They're out there. Those are the people that I admire and inspire me. And I don't even need a 14th cup of coffee at this point because I just had a great chat with all you guys. So guys, it is now 6:59. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Food Toy. Thank you, Bear Britain, my grandson, auditing Wales. My boy, the young pimp, auditing Ho. We the people, man. We the people are some good people out there, man. Really, really dope people. We're gonna do another live stream, and guess what? We're going live on Auditing America right now. That's Auditing America, Auditing America, Auditing America. YouTube.com/Auditing America. Find Auditing America on every single platform, including FakeMikeRealNews.com. Find me at FakeMikeRealNews.com. Instagram, Fake Mike Real News. Telegram, Fake Mike Real News. Messenger, Fake Mike Real News. PayPal, Fake Mike Real News. Instagram, Fake Mike Real News. Skype, Fake Mike Real News. Cash App, Fake Mike Real News. Twitter, Fake Mike Real News. Discord, Fake Mike Real News. TOBTalk.com, Fake Mike Real News. Pretty much any platform. BitChute, DLive, Fake Mike Real News. Find me. Send me a friend request. Follow me. Give me a link. Let's work together. And let's change this. But for now, we're going over to Young Old Auditing America. So I'll see you guys in a few seconds. But hang tight because Auditing America is just getting the hang of these StreamYards things. So he's cooking up the link for me right now. Guys, thank you very much to all my old subscribers and to everybody out there. I want to say first and foremost, shout outs to Night Spider for joining me first on the link there. And he's first in the streets, getting in people's faces. Goha, shout outs to the Gardens of Humanity. A out there, we're going to throw the A on that because we got some haters. And thanks to everybody that was in the chat. I should have been in the chat more. Big ups to Auditing America, Night Spider. All right, just talking about you, Night Spider. Big ups to Auditing America. And
Cody English says, come on, egg beaters.
Yeah, Cody English, he's always got some spicy dope stuff to say, and that's the chat.
He says you're a god.
This is I'm just like you know how Joe Biden and Boris Johnson and Donald Trump are the sock puppets of the Federal Reserve bankers? I'm the sock puppet of Night Spider, Dear Lovely, Clayton, Cody, Freak Out, all these guys. You guys send me the information. You guys help me with all the open source stuff. You guys come on. You guys are your own activists. And I'm just like taking a little bit of here, taking a little bit of there of what you guys are teaching me. And I'm trying to get it out. We got to get it out to as many people as we can. Fake Mike, Real News. Go to Auditing America right now. YouTube.com/Auditing America. Go to Auditing America. Freak out. Boom, 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 boom. Freak out. Fake Mike Real News. Go to Auditing America right now, pimps.